Welcome, Mr. Dome. As you can see, the price of Bitcoin is still below $100,000, but I don't believe it will stay below 100K for a long period of time. I think it's time to break out of it. So in this video, I will share all of the fundamentals, technicals, and then we will take a look at the recent news as well, and we will determine where Bitcoin is headed next. Now, before I show you anything else, let me show you the most important thing. So the biggest change from last week is Bitcoin dominance. So when we take a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart here, from June of 2023, we have been inside this channel here. So when Bitcoin dominance is growing, it means that the market cap of Bitcoin is raising upwards faster than the whole market cap of crypto. So when this is going up, it means that Bitcoin is the best asset of the market. When this is going down, it means that Bitcoin has lost value against other cryptos. And as you can see right now, we have a breakout out of this structure. This is a signal that most likely Bitcoin dominance will head even lower. And when Bitcoin dominance goes lower, that means that altcoins have massive moves to the upside. So right now it seems like altcoins are the best play. And usually, even when Bitcoin dominance is going down, Bitcoin is also going up in value at the same time. So in my opinion, it just seems very logical that maybe we go a little bit lower here, and then Bitcoin will have a bounce to the upside here. That's when we break 100K, and then we head lower on this chart, and that's when altcoins will just absolutely have their blow off tops. So this is just like a quick analysis of the Bitcoin dominance chart, but this is kind of my expectation what will happen. Now, the biggest news for this week is there's a Japanese public company called MetaPlanet, and they have raised up 9.5 billion yen to buy Bitcoin. So this is $63 million worth of Bitcoin. Now, this simply shows us that even at these price ranges, a lot of institutional interest is in Bitcoin, even at these price levels. So this is absolutely beautiful to see. Even if it's only $63 million, it is showing to the world that, everybody wants Bitcoin. So other companies will probably follow suit again. Now, there's some speculation. This was an article from November 21st that Microsoft should buy Bitcoin, because right now Microsoft, they are sitting on $78 billion worth of cash reserves. And as everybody knows, cash loses value every single day because of inflation. So Microsoft should do something with that cash reserve. Personally, I don't think they will buy Bitcoin even we have this speculation here. The reason why I don't think that is because Bill Gates is the disciple of Warren Buffett, and Warren Buffett hates Bitcoin. So for that reason, I don't think Microsoft will allocate its reserves for Bitcoin. But it may happen. Michael Saylor, he already threw in more gasoline on the fire. He gave a 3-minute presentation to the Microsoft board of directors explaining why they should buy Bitcoin. So this had 17,000 likes already. Obviously, everybody wants companies to pile in on Bitcoin, but I don't think it will happen, but at least it might make some headlines. Maybe the normal people will look at it and be like, hey, I want to buy Bitcoin before Microsoft does. So we might see retail investor FOMO. Anyway, that's something going on here. Now, going into the fundamentals, let's go to sentiment. The biggest thing to look at on sentiment is when we take a look at old wallets that have held Bitcoin for more than 1 year and 3 years. And for the last, practically since Thursday of last week, we haven't really seen outflows or selling of Bitcoin anymore. So here you can see on November 29th, this is when we had 10,000 Bitcoin being moved. And that was practically the last day Bitcoin has been moved. So November 30th, only 5,000 Bitcoin were moved. December 1st, again, only 5,000 Bitcoin were moved. So over the weekend, practically nobody was selling their Bitcoin. Old wallets were like, nah, we've done our selling. We don't want to sell any more Bitcoin. That is very, very good news in my opinion. And the fact that it practically started already on a Friday is quite nice. Obviously, there was the Thanksgiving situation, so that might have affected things. So that, that definitely is a factor. But looking at the total amount of Bitcoin in different wallet sizes, 100 to 1 to 100 Bitcoin wallets, 0 to 1 Bitcoin, you can see both of these wallets have practically sold to this pump here. But again, over the last 4 days, practically all of these lines are just going sideways. So people really took this Thanksgiving time and did absolutely nothing with Bitcoin. They were just like chilling with their Bitcoin sizes. Nobody was really buying, nobody was really selling Bitcoin either. Practically all of these lines are flat over the last 3-4 days, which is weird, interesting also. And even also when we take a look at the total amount of Bitcoin on exchange wallets, even this has been going sideways. So practically nobody is selling Bitcoin or even buying Bitcoin right now. So people are just chilling with their stashes. That could mean that Bitcoin price can go either way, up or down, until we see these we see interest to sell or interest to buy again. But going into the short-term analysis, let's first take a look at the liquidation heat map. So liquidation heat map tells us areas where we will have a lot of short liquidations and long liquidations. So when we take a look at the last 2 weeks, you can see that a lot of liquidity is practically above the current price range. So when we take a look at here, you can see $98,000, 1.1 billion, 1.05 billion, 1.05 billion, 800 million, 800 million, 800 million, 700 million, 600 million, 600 million, 700 million. So just a lot of shorts will be liquidated once we enter to this area. And this is where most of the liquidity is at. Below the current price level, yes, the price can dip all the way to 96K, but practically below 95K, all of the liquidity kind of disappears. So there's really no liquidations here at all compared to the top here. So that usually means that the price is attracted to go where most liquidity is. So that would be to the upside. Now we could still see a wick down based on this chart here, but I do believe the direction is up in a very short period of time. Now, looking at some another indicator, which is the order book liquidity delta chart. This is an interesting way to look at Bitcoin as well. So this is only showing us the limit orders of buy and sell orders on exchange order books. And we're looking at the 1% change. So how much practically this, when we see a lot of red, that shows us there's a lot of sell pressure within the 1% price move. So obviously when we got to $99,000 price, that's when we saw a lot of sell orders suddenly enter the order books. So here you can see that $600 million worth of sell orders were on the order books, practically right at $100,000 because it is a psychological barrier. So because of this sell wall, price was not able to break 100K, and that's why we headed lower here. But right now you can see a lot of the sell pressure has practically done, but also there's really not that much buy pressure from these limit orders, which is quite interesting in my opinion. But this whole thing changes when we go from spot to futures exchanges, because now the story is completely different. Nearby 100K, obviously we had $500 million worth of sell orders entering the order books, but the futures contracts, there's a lot of buying here as well. And right now we are seeing $200 million worth of buy orders in futures exchanges, practically holding this current price point. So there's a good chance that we might be heading higher, but the headache for us is really the 100K barrier, because as you saw, when we get near to 100K, that's when all of these sell orders practically enter their play. So it might take us a few attempts to actually break through it. So even though I would like Bitcoin price to go beyond 100K this week, it might take a little bit longer anyway, simply for the fact that there's just so much uh, interest to practically sell nearby 100K. Now, going back to the chart here for the short-term price analysis, uh, the 1 hour chart, this looks quite bullish to me because when we had this trend line here, we had a fake out, we went below it, then we had another breakout, and this is now retesting that line here. So there's a very good chance that we go up from here. You saw how much buy orders there were from futures exchanges at these price levels, but because there's really no sell pressure or buy pressure over the weekend, it could really tilt over both ways because people are really stagnant right now for whatever reason. So it could still tilt down, unfortunately. And there's one more way you can look at it as well, and this is a little bit more scary way to look at it. So if we change the that this is the trend line, then as you can see, we are practically still uh, below the breakout level. So if you draw it like this, then it's not as bullish as if you draw it like here. But what I kind of expect anyway, going into this week, is that we try and knock out that 99k 100k range. But I don't think it will be broken out on the first try, so we might be heading one more time lower here, and then we go and retest it at the end of the week. So maybe one test this week, the second attempt next week or early next week. I don't know when it will happen, but I think right now I wouldn't be too surprised even if Bitcoin just goes sideways. As people take their money out of Bitcoin, Bitcoin goes into stronger hands, and people who made money with Bitcoin start buying altcoins because of the altcoin signal. So right now, if you are trading Bitcoin, that's a decent idea, obviously, but I think most of the money will be made with altcoins. I do have some ideas for altcoins, obviously. If you watch my videos, BNB still haven't made its move. I still practically at the same price level as when I made the video. XRP absolutely going nuts here. I don't want to chase this pump here. Unfortunately, I saw it at $1.4 and I thought I probably should buy it, but then I decided I didn't want to because it was already up 2x from the 3x from the bottom. But well, it went to $2.4, so I'm a little bit upset about it, obviously, but it is what it is. Congratulations to everybody who bought XRP. Then this link has been something that I've been eyeing. It had a breakout right now of its price level, so this might continue to go to the upside. But STX, this is tied to the price of Bitcoin, only up 50% in the last 90 days. And then ordinals, the ticker is ORDI, only up 20% in the last 90 days as well. And this is ordinals are practically the meme coins on Bitcoin. This is the protocol that first launched those meme coins like Pepe on Bitcoins. That's why I do believe that this has very good chance to actually pump once again. STX, on the other hand, it is the layer 2 blockchain for Bitcoin. But there's a lot of options here. I think all of these will be pumping if we will see a massive altcoin season. So it's very hard to say which ones will be doing the best out of all of these coins. By the way, Column, it seems like it's had a pullback here. Let me take a look at it. So yeah, let me see. Last 90 days. Yeah, so it had this pump. Now it's going sideways again. Yeah, if yeah, yeah. Actually, let's take a look at it. Golem might be quite good. So I've been talking about Golem in a previous video some time ago. It's a well, they tried to do something with AI, but practically it's a useless protocol. But these guys they hold 200,000 Ethereum in their reserves, so that's why it's like a leveraged Ethereum play. So as you can see right now, it's like I said, looks very delicious. I will probably buy Golem for this week as well. Just seeing this thing here. Yeah, I think I will buy it and then have my stop loss below the current all of this noise here. So anyway, Golem I will probably buy this week as well. But there's still the other ones like Trump coin that I've shared before. the Trump Magacoin. This one probably not this one. Trump. For whatever reason, it's not on. No, here it is. So this one, this is the right one. This still hasn't made a move. So in my opinion, this is massively undervalued. Because all of these current pumps, they are because of Donald Trump. So the Trump meme coin is still, the price is at a very beautiful price level. I think this will easily double, triple, even go 5x from here. So Trump, if you are into meme coins, this is, in my opinion, S tier meme coin. There's a lot of options out there. Now, if you want to trade altcoins or Bitcoin or do leverage trading, you know that I'm sponsored by Bybit, and Bybit has a special promotion for you guys. So you're eligible for 500 USDT position airdrop if you do the tasks here using the link below. And when you sign up for Bybit and use my affiliate link, you're also eligible for 10% discount for your first 30 days, and you're eligible for up to $30,000 in welcome rewards as well. I personally do almost all of my leverage trading on practically all of my leverage trading on Bybit. I sometimes try other platforms as well, but practically all of my accounts are now on Bybit. I think it's by far the best place to trade with leverage. Now that's it for this crypto update. Let me know if you agree with me. Do you think Bitcoin will be headed to 100K this week, next week, or even this year? And I will see you on the next video. Thanks and bye bye.